Hello everybody, hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's Connor with an additional video today. Now listen, normally we're doing your three things and we will be doing that tomorrow, but I just wanted to get something out today in particular. After that emphatic win, a little bit more detail. I'm back, we're back in the car. There's a lot of you, Connor's back in the car. Yeah, here he is. We love these videos, or do you? But we're back here discussing the game. I'm just buzzing about it. I'm still really happy about it. I'm still seeing Ipswich fans online saying still 7 points, still 7 points. Keep that energy, boys. Keep that energy. Because if you do lose to Leicester and we beat Preston, it's on going into the new year. That's what I will say. And I absolutely love that. What I will say is, just on Ipswich, if they are to get to the Premier League, listen, they're going to have to reinforce that midfield. Massimo Luongo and Sam Morsey is a double pivot against a transitional, quick, clinical, sometimes Leeds can be, but ruthless attack, which we can be in terms of getting through those thirds, not necessarily finishing, but getting through those thirds and quick and being dynamic and fluid. That team in the Premier League, if they do get there, they're going to have to get an entirely new midfield because Sam Morsey and Massimo Luongo they're old men. They're old men in that division in the Premier League. They're going to get eaten alive. So good luck if you do get there. And that's not bitter lemons, by the way. That is me just saying you need to reinforce that entire midfield. But when it comes to a Leeds United standpoint, just so impressed. And I wanted to talk about Crysencio Somerville. Nobody gives him flowers anymore. What he does with this Leeds side is nothing short of mesmeric. I use that term quite a bit when it comes to Somerville because he doesn't get any flowers anymore. It's just Somerville's doing it. Somerville's done it again. Somerville's done it again. Somerville's done it again. Just so good at what he like sort of excels at. He just excels at it. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, and that's running at the back line. That's that low centre of gravity, that jinking movement from left to right. The dynamism of this kid is so good. And for me, a bench option for any of the top sides. The fact that if we have Crysencio Somerville for an entire championship season, it's unbelievable. He has just done so well for Leeds United, and I'm buzzing for him. I'm absolutely buzzing for him because he was raw last season, but he seems to have really got into it, so well this season. And he's just, I think what we're seeing with him is just a next level of Premier League level of development in the Championship. And that's what we wanted for a lot of our prospects. Rutter's another one, got obviously man of the match, I believe, for Leeds United, and he was excellent in connecting the play. If he can do that more consistently, like Crysencio, who's doing it consistently week after week after week, and we're seeing Leeds struggle week after week after week when he's not involved, and when he's taken out of the game by the opposition. If we see that from Rutter, then, it's a Premier League player in waiting once again, because he's got all the attributes in terms of physically for it. Pascal Strout, 4 goals this season. And I tipped him maybe at the start of the season to get a few from centre-back, but he's getting important goals for Leeds United, and I'm buzzing for him. Once again, brilliant today. The proactive defender, bringing the ball out from the back, and I do not understand some Leeds fans. Leeds fans seem to adore Joe Rodon, as we all do, but some of them seem to give Pascal flack, and I don't get it. He is the person who brings Leeds out from the back. He's the centre-back who is able to bring Leeds up and through that sort of like defensive transition. He's the one out of him and Joe Rodon who can actually spread the ball effectively. I'm not comparing the two, but you kind of have to with some Leeds fans, so that some Leeds fans actually give him plaudits. Pascal is Premier League level. He's Premier League level, and he's showing it so often in the Championship. Sometimes he might have a little bit of an off game. The Coventry game, 100%. You might look at him and think, okay, he's not at his best. Some people blaming him for the goal. That wasn't his fault for the goal. It's all Illan Mele's fault for the goal. He comes out and punches balls like that, left, right, and Charlie. And for that game, he just decided not to do it. Illan Mele being Illan Mele, nowhere near Pascal's fault there. But for me, overall, his development, once again, like Crysencio Somerville, has been really, really top this season. And I'm buzzing for him. Because he's been a real servant to Leeds United. And I think that's maybe lost a little bit with some fans. I'll touch on Jed Spence in just a little bit, but Dan James, once again, I didn't want him dropped for this game. I did want Perot dropped for this game. It was one of his best performances of the season in that game for me. He was really, really good. But overall, Dan James in those transitional moments, he was killing Leif Davis. And as I mentioned in the review, Leif Davis could not go forward because James was just staying on that touchline, staying on the side, and he was staying on the halfway line as well. He was helping out at the back, but he was a constant threat, and he was always on the shoulder of Leif Davis, meaning he couldn't get forward. And that's probably, you'll never see Leif Davis struggle like that. I thought he struggled, to be fair, in the first half, down at Portman Road. We were pinning him back. That front line of Nonso, Sinistera, Rutter, Perot were pinning him back, in terms of interchanging, in terms of the fluidity between the front four, and he couldn't get forward as much as he has done with the, other championship sides. But, I think once again, Dan James having this season where he's dropped down, I think it's been, like Somerville, a bit of a coming of age season for him. He's come down, he's been able to develop, he's harnessed a lot of what he's good for. And you know what? When his back is up against the wall, because I don't think he's been great the last 2 games, but when his back is up against the wall, when he's been getting a little bit of criticism from people like me, he always comes out and shows why Dan James is Dan James this season, which is very, very effective, very clinical. And you know what? In that first half, he was putting some really good balls into the box. And if we had a number 9, if we actually had a number 9 that had been gobbled up, we hit the bar, hit the post. Leeds were just ruthless today. Absolutely ruthless. And that's what we wanted to see. I was buzzing that we got the clean sheet as well. Farker was proactive with his subs. I thought the Grave substitution was good. I thought it made sense at the right time, giving obviously Kamara a bit of a rest as well. Jed Spence came off. We managed his minutes well. Listen, if you bring Firpo on for 20 minutes, fine. But I want to talk about Jed Spence. I've not understood whatsoever this lazy tag that he gets. I'm down at Ellen Road today, and you are getting a feel from a lot of the people down there that they do feel that he has this lazy streak about him. I don't understand it. He just pushes up. He gives another option as an almost auxiliary winger. He's not a standardised fullback. Jed Spence is good when it comes to recovery runs because he gets forward so much that he has to make those recovery runs. He utilises his pace. He relies on his pace as well to get back. But overall, Jed was brilliant today. He's playing left back again. Has he played left back consistently in his career? Nope. Did he do that at Forest? Nope. Did he do that at Rennes? Nope. Did he do that at Spurs? Nope. But he's doing that at Leeds United because we are donuts when it comes to actually utilising that January and summer transfer window. We just don't bring in left backs. Don't know, that's Leeds' fault, and I think that's been Leeds' problem for large points of this year in terms of actually getting productivity on the left-hand side. However, Jed, I thought, did really, really well. But once again, and I was down in the South Stand today, you see him when he's getting that ball on that left-hand side, he's not able to cross it with his left foot because he's not a left footer, so he can't do it at pace. If you're a solid right footer and you play on that right hand side, you're steaming down that left hand side and crossing it in your left or with your left foot. It's very different to standing and putting a ball in with your left foot. As opposed to running with the ball and putting the ball in with your left foot. It's a completely different prospect. And he didn't beat the first man twice. Byram doesn't do that. Barardi never used to do that. Dallas never used to do that. It'd always get blocked and went out for a corner. We're lucky when it happened with Spence. This time, that Somerville put a really good ball in and Strout got the goal. Obviously, Perot headed it, saved by Chlacky and then put in by Strout. But yeah, really, really happy with a lot of what I saw today. And Leeds stepped up. I thought Nonto coming on, floating around in that 10. That's where he was. Everyone, when he came on in that number 10 role. And I thought he was really, really nice. The connectivity that we miss a lot sometimes with Perot. Nonto's picking the ball up deep, connecting the midfield with the attack, getting the ball off the centre-backs, looking for it. That is where Willie Nonso should be going forward. It is that number 10 spot, He's not a natural number 10, of course he's not, but he is someone who's going to get that ball, and I think his IQ is so high. His football IQ is so high. Him intertwined just in that 10 role, helping Somerville, helping Rutter, helping Perot at points, is a real good option for Leeds. So yeah, really happy today, everybody. A lot of positives. I hope you've taken a lot away from this in terms of just learning a few things that I've been thinking about as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you want to hear some of the player ratings, we'll just have that live actually going on the Patreon right now. We had the match review as well, so check that out. We will have the 3 things that we learned out tomorrow as well. It is going to be a little bit what do they say? A little bit sort of non-professional. You've seen a lot of my background when I'm at my flat. Well, I am at home for the Christmas period, so I'll try to do as much as I can. There won't be a watch long, I don't think, for the Preston game, but we'll have your match reaction, maybe an additional video as well, which compensates for the watch along. Sorry I couldn't get a vlog out today. It's difficult. When I go watch the football, You know, I struggle to do the watch-alongs, to be honest, but when I go and watch the football, I want to be watching Leeds United. I don't just want to be sat there with the camera looking at me. I can't get into it as much. So it's not me. It's not for me, that. And I wish it could be, but it's just not. I can't get into the game if I'm there filming everything. But guys, listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please watch the other videos as well on the channel.